Hi everyone, it's Marley. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a video that was requested by a whole bunch of people. They wanted to see how I dip my nails and how I shape my nails. And that's, I think that's the one thing that they wanted to see the most. How I get my ballerina shape. This is the one that I always do. That's the one that I like. I've always done narrow on the tip area. So anyway, I dipped all my nails except for this one. So I saved this nail because I think that's just enough, to show you how I do my nail and how I shape them. I didn't want to make this video too long, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I just kind of get more time to explain everything more, in like detail and stuff. So you just have to repeat everything on all the other nails. Okay, so first thing that I need to tell you is I always keep a clear base on my nails under any, dip color that I use. So this particular nail has a polygel because I broke the nail and I decided to just make it longer. So I just use polygel for that. So normally I like before I start dipping, I shape my nails and I kind of exaggerate a little bit. So what I do is I make the tip area just like more narrow than what I really wanted it to be, and the reason why I do that is because when I apply the dip powder, I'm gonna do layers, so that is going to get thicker, not thicker, it's gonna get wider. So it's gonna lose the shape if I don't make this area, like super skinny. Today I'm gonna use milky purple, and this one is a new color from the Milky Sheer collection, which is a beautiful collection. I love it. I can't wait to use all the other colors. I've used already Milky Peach and Milky Pink, and so I'm gonna do purple this time. I don't even know if you can see the purple. Maybe if I put it like against a white background, then you could kind of see the purple in it. So anyway, there's supposed to be a milky white base, dip powder with like a hint of color in it. Really, really pretty. Okay, so let's see, what do I need? I'm gonna need, I forgot to tell you, I have peel base on these now. And I do that just because I like to, wear my nails for like a week and maybe just pop them off and do a different color. So so I have a clear base, which is the polygel that I did, and then on top of that I have the peel base, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start dipping. Now because my nail already has the shape that I like everywhere, like on top and everywhere, I'm not really going to work too much on like creating apex because it's already there. So that's not gonna be my main focus right now. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna do it a little bit because I don't want to like just apply it all over the nail and just kind of just make it lose its shape. So you'll see what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna need my base liquid. Actually, these are the Adrada liquids, and they are amazing liquids. Let me show you. Okay, so check this out. This nail, I told you, is gel, right? And we all know gel is like super, super shiny, right? The other ones are deep liquids. And I don't know if you can see how shiny they look. Like the gel and the ones with the deep liquids. I mean, you can't really tell the difference. They are so shiny. So if you haven't tried Adrada deep liquids, I'm telling you, do it. You will not be disappointed. They are amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this little cupcake liner and I'm gonna put my powder in there. I like to do that because I just have more room to work with because my nails are long. So all right, and then I need a little spoon here so I'm gonna pour over my powder. I'm not gonna be dipping. When you pour over the powder, your nails are going to turn out thinner and just more even than if you dip your nail, because sometimes when you dip your nail, the liquid can move and then you end up with little bumps. So anyway, it gives you a really nice application. So let's see here. I need a paper towel. I like to do that just because I don't know, I just do. Let me organize my things here. Let's do that. Okay, let's just make sure everything is in the camera so you can see. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply my base. And what I'm gonna do is, let me get this little tool here. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to apply my base from here to the tip area, and then pour the powder on it, and then I will go the second time. I will go higher and more towards my sides, okay, and then I will go down here, and anyway, you will see what I'm gonna do. I'll kind of walk you through it. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of my base liquid and I'm gonna make sure like I don't have a whole bunch of liquid, okay? And Adrada liquids are thin, so they are really nice. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna take my powder, and just pour over. Okay, let me brush this off. Do you see how sheer that color is? Like you can barely tell it's there. Okay, I have my base here. Now I'm gonna go lower and I'm gonna cover more the sides over here. Okay, get my powder, pour over. Okay, I'll dip it right there, the tip. Okay, so that's what it looks like the second time. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry just a little bit because usually, I start with my pinky and go all the way, and then by the time I come back to my pinky, it's already ready for me to brush the powder off. And you do want to use a little brush, like a stiff brush, to clean off that excess powder that you have, because that will help you get a thinner application. So that's good. And yet it doesn't have to be a brush like this. You can use like a toothbrush or whatever little brush that's kind of pretty firm. Okay, I think that's good. I can brush it. Yep. Pretty. Look at that. Now these colors are milkies, but they are a little bit, you know, translucent. So depending on how you want your nails to look like, then you would, you know, decide how many layers you want to do. So if you want them to look more translucent, I would suggest that you dip into clear first and then do like 2 layers of the color. If you want it more opaque, then maybe do 1 dip into clear and 3 dips of the color. So for me, here I did 5 layers. And then the reason, okay, so I always do 4 layers when I'm dipping my nails of like any color. But for this color, I did 5. That way, I gave myself room for filing and shaping. So by the time that I ended all my filing, I ended up with 4 layers total. So that's what they look like. Okay, so that was my second dip, right? My second layer. So I'm gonna clean that off. And now I'm going to go ahead and apply it all the way down my cuticle. Well, not all the way down my cuticle. I'm gonna make sure that I do not touch my skin. I always leave just a little space between my skin and my nail. And I have this little dotting tool that I use just in case I touch it. Then I kind of go around my cuticle to clean it up and just help make the cuticle area, you know, nice and brown and, you know, clean. So, okay, let's, let me fix my powder here. And I'm gonna do another one. So that would be my third layer. Now I'm gonna grab a little bit more liquid because my nail, it's long, so I'm gonna need that. Now I'm gonna cover the whole nail, like the sides, everywhere. Okay. I feel like I touch here just a little bit. Okay, so that's how far I put my liquid, you know, away from my skin. I don't know if you could see that. So I'm gonna just kind of let it sit there for a moment before I brush it. So that was my third layer. Yeah, third layer. Okay. Adrada liquids are like a medium dry speed, so you don't have to wait like forever to use your little brush, you know, to brush your powder away, which is really nice because they're kind of like, you know, they don't dry too quickly, but they don't dry too slow. They're like right in the middle, and I like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna do a 4th layer. And I'm gonna cover the entire nail. These liquids are also self-leveling, so they really give you like a very even application, which is always good. I don't have to clean up really. I could just kind of just, I didn't touch my skin or anything. I'm just making it just more even, you know. There's like little parts here that kind of come out. But that's okay. We'll fix that with when we file and all of that. And that was my fourth layer. Oh no, there's glitter in here. Why is there glitter in there? That's not good. Okay. Okay, let's fix my powder. I don't know where this glitter came from. Probably from the mat. Okay. Let's brush off the excess powder. I like to really brush it really good just to get rid of all of it. Because if you don't, and then you apply dip on top of that powder, your nail is going to be like really thick. And that's the one thing about the liquids as well, the Adrada liquids. They're thin. So, you know, you're not going to end up with a super bulky nail. And they are super clear as well. Like there are some liquids that are a little cloudy. And when you have those kind of liquids, they do change the color a little bit. They make it more opaque. So these liquids are 100% clear. So let's continue. And I'm gonna cover the entire nail again. My natural nails, you guys, have, I mean, my nails have a natural apex. Like, I really don't have to build an apex. I already have one. I'm actually the opposite. Like, I want to get rid of it a little bit. Some of the nails, they really like have a big curve. Why am I pouring so much powder? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing that. I'm just talking too much and not paying attention. Okay. So I'm done. Was that the fifth layer? I think it was. Yes, I think it was. Okay, so I have been dipping for a few years. So I have gotten a lot of practice. So if you can see, you know, like my application around the cuticle, I really didn't have to use my tool. I'm kind of like, I don't know, I've practiced a lot, so I kind of know how far to go and how much liquid I need in my brush for, you know, my particular length and everything. So the more you practice, the better you get. So just do that. I do struggle though sometimes. Sometimes really, especially when it comes to shaping, I do struggle. You know, I'm not a professional, not a nail tech, none of that. I am just like everybody else, just a, you know, do it yourself, dip nails girl. So, okay, so I'm just putting my powder back. And I'm gonna go ahead and, where's my little brush? I'm gonna brush that off, clean it. Okay. And that's what it looks like right now. I don't know that you can see the purple color. Can you see the purple color? Let me just kind of check here. I hope you can see the purple. So right now it looks opaque, and it's not like really really opaque. It's just kind of hard to show here in the camera. It's just like, oh, I don't know why it's so difficult, like to take pictures and like, you know, to show a color. Sometimes it's like really hard. But anyway, here's my 5 layers. I'm gonna go ahead and activate. Okay, and I'm gonna be like super generous with the activator, because you know those are 5 layers there, so the activator needs to go all the way in, and sometimes it doesn't. So when you're filing, sometimes you would see like little pieces coming off, or like it feels like a little gummy. That means that the activator didn't go all the way through all the layers. So what you will have to do is stop filing, apply more activator, let it dry, and then you can continue filing. And you know, that's not a problem. That, you know, it happens sometimes. So all right, activator. Okay, so here's the activator, and I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'll come back and we'll start doing all the filing. Okay, so I waited, and that sounds like it's dry. Sometimes you like tap, and when it makes that clicking sound, you know, usually is dry. So we'll see. So when I file, I start with the cuticle area and the sides right here where my skin is at, not where the tip is, just right here, and just kind of debulk this area right here. So that's what I'm gonna do first. Let me just put this somewhere else, and I'm gonna start doing that. I'm hoping that I don't get off camera, so let me see. No, that's good. So get your cuticles, get the sides. Just gotta debulk all of that area first. At least that's how I do it. Now when I go around my cuticle, I'm like really gentle, because I don't wanna tear up my skin, you know. So I go slow, but I put some good pressure on it. Sometimes I feel like I have to twist my fingers like in a weird, like in weird positions, and it actually hurts sometimes. I'm sure you've done that. Like that, like my hand is like weird. So I'm working on the top, and then I'm moving towards my tip area. Now I didn't show you. I can show you. If you look at that nail compared to all the other ones, you can see that this one, it's not as narrow as this one, but it still has that ballerina shape. Even though it's like bumpy here or whatever, you can still see the shape a little bit. That's why you want to file your nails before you start dipping. I have been talking to my mom so much, you guys, like a lot of Spanish. So when I do that, my English like takes a beating. So, yeah. Boy. Sometimes I start saying things like backwards, because everything in Spanish is backwards. So I talk to my mom every day. She's in Colombia. My whole family is in Colombia. And I talk to them every day, so several times a day. So that's a lot of Spanish. But here in the house, it's all English. But again, sometimes, I have my moments where I just say funny things. Not funny things, just say things in a funny way, or just like a funny accent, and just weird. Okay, so I'm just having fun here, shaping my nails, just debulking this area. Okay, now I'm gonna start filing my sides, like the free edge, but on the sides. So what I do is I place my file down here, and then I bring it like, so when I place it down, I don't have it like this, right? I have it at an angle, and then I bring it up. So it's always at an angle when it's like this. I do not file like this at an angle. Okay, so it's kind of hard when I'm like don't have something like some support. So I hope you can see it. Let me see if I can get a little closer here. Okay, I think that is a little better. So anyway, I'm gonna place my file right here at an angle, and then bring it like this. Okay, bring it up and file. That way I'm creating that ballerina shape that I like right here on the side. Now the other side, I don't know, I mean, I already brought it in a little bit. See, it looks a little bit, the shape looks a little bit better. This one, I don't know if you can see, it has like a bump right here. It's just not even. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my file down here at an angle, and then I'm gonna bring it up. Now when I file the sides, I'm gonna end up with a sharp line here and here. So when I'm done with my sides, then I have to come in and file at an angle like that to get rid of those sharp lines that I just created. And those are hard to show, but when you're filing, you will be able to see them. Okay, now let me look at the nail. I kind of just compare it to all the other ones. So I gotta do more filing. Okay, I'm gonna file the top a little bit just to kind of make it straight, so I can see, can get a better idea of how the shape is looking. I like to just clean it once in a while just to kind of see better, what I'm doing or what it looks like. I compare it to the other ones. I think it looks pretty good, right? I kind of just put my hand how I'm gonna take the picture, for like Facebook and Instagram and all of that. And then I just kind of look and see if they look even, and I think they do, unless I'm blind. Okay, so after that I go ahead and go like this. Okay, so I already file like that, and that helped me even out my kind of like the curve of my nail. okay? So now I'm gonna go this way, but I'm gonna move my file as I file. Oh my God. I'm gonna go around like this, right? Oh my God, okay. So I'm just gonna start filing. I'm just trying to just make things just more even. I think I like the shape. I don't know if I should make it more narrow. I don't think so. I think they look alike, right? Yeah, I think I'm happy with it. All right, so now I have those little lines that I created when I was shaping my sides, right? Because I put my file like this and then I brought it up, so I'm creating that sharp line there. So I'm gonna file at an angle like this in that area. I think you can see it. I don't know. Can you see the line that I created right here? Okay. So I'm going at an angle. And I just look at it. Oops, getting off camera. And just make sure it's nice and round. Was that crooked? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Okay. I think I like that. I think I like the way it looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my block. Let me just kind of zoom out a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna get my block, and this one is not a buffer. This one is rough. Okay, I do not want to use a buffer just yet. I just like to go over with this one because it's bigger and I can cover like more areas. And I just, as I file, I'm like moving my finger, okay? That way it kind of helps me file evenly, you know, everywhere. And then I go here and very carefully, so I don't tear up my skin, I start filing over here. And I put my block at an angle as well. And this is gonna help me debulk a little bit more on the sides and the cuticle area and this part right here. Okay, now the other side. I have peel base, you guys, and I hope that I didn't apply too much. I just hope that I didn't, because then my nail is gonna pop off. Okay, to do the tip area. And then I'm gonna go this way, you know, like this way. Looking good. Now, sometimes when I file by the cuticle, I take this part right here and the foam, I put it like against my skin, right? Like that. So I don't like hurt my skin with the file. and that just helps me smooth out that part right there. Kind of blend it a little better. Oops, wrong side. Okay, I think that's good. Let me kind of just clean it up just a bit. Okay, well, I like that. Oh my gosh, did I put too much peel base? I don't know, is it coming off? I don't know, we'll see. I'll find out. And then I go and use my real buffer. This is very fine, and that's what you want to do when you're using, you know, deep liquids. You want to buff your nail really well. If you use gel, then don't use this. If you use gel, like UV gel, then you have to actually leave it rough so that gel can adhere to the nail. But with deep liquids, no, you wanna have like a smooth surface. So buff, 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 buff. Okay, that should be good. That should be good. Okay, that looks nice and even. And there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that dust. And just check one more time the shape. Right, looks pretty close. Okay. All right, so now I am going to get ready to apply my, actually, no, I have to apply another coat of activator. But before I do that, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Okay, I wash my nail with water, no soap, just water. And I'm gonna dry it. Dry my hand, sweat. Okay. There you go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply activator for the second time. Okay. So once you apply that activator, let me get my phone because I need a timer. Okay. Once you apply that second activator, you wait 2 minutes and then you move on and apply your top coat. So I'm gonna get that ready, and let me get the activator. Okay, so I'm gonna get this timer, 2 minutes. Okay, you can't see the ring light, it's right there. Okay. Okay, so the 2 minutes have passed, and I'm gonna grab a paper towel and I'm gonna wipe off my nail. I just wipe really well, and I make sure that when I'm cleaning, when I'm wiping, I get my skin as well, because that activator kind of touches your skin and you want that to be gone, because you do not want your top coat to contaminate with activator. because then that will just totally ruin your brush. So I clean my free edge just everywhere, Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my top coat. Okay, and I'm gonna do it using, trying to, you know, use 3 strokes. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to wipe my brush. Oops, that's got activator on it. Shoot. Let's just kind of pull that the other way. Okay. I'm gonna wipe my brush just because I always do that. You always want to do that after putting activator on. Okay. Now I'm gonna wait, and then when you see that your nail starts looking like streaky, like it has these little lines, kind of like, you know, it's getting dry, then it is time for the second coat. Let me see if I can get close here. I don't know if you could see. It looks like it has little itty bitty tiny lines. So I think I'm good for the next for my second coat of top coat. Now this time I can take my time. This time I can take my time. Okay, I can take my time and just kind of like you know, be a little bit more detail with my top coat. And I'm gonna make sure I cap the free edge. That way you don't get any what do you call it, like any lifting or chipping or just your nail breaking or whatever, you know. So just that's a good thing to do. Cap your free edges of your nail. It will last longer. It will last longer, that's for sure. All right, well, so that's it. That's how I dip, and that's how I file my nails. And you know, this little video, it's great for like people that are starting out, you know, with the powders, you know, just beginners, and really like just not really. I mean, like it's good for everybody. You know, if you wanna like, if you use you know, a certain shape and then you want to change to like ballerina shape, then you know, this would be a helpful video to watch. And what else? I don't know. What else do I say? That's it. That's all I do. Just a basic application, and I'm just letting that top coat dry. And I just love staring at it because it's so shiny. So if you don't have it, you guys go get the liquids. They are available on the website, and this color is available on the website as well. It's so pretty. It's, I don't even know if the camera it's capturing how pretty this color is. And the cool thing about the Milky collection is all the colors will give you an ombre effect. Ombre. Ombre. Okay, we'll give you an ombre effect. I'm really struggling like today talking. Sorry about that. All right. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it gives you an ombre effect because they are kind of sheer a little bit, you know. So my nail beds are kind of pink, and I don't even know if you can see that they're like super pink. Here in this video, it's just like the lighting just changes everything. But my nail beds really come through, you know, the color, and it just kind of looks like ombre without even doing an ombre, which is like awesome. I don't know if you can see. Check that out. See the ombre? Like, looks pretty cool. So anyway, so that's it, you guys. This is how I dip. This is how I file. And I hope that you found it helpful. And if you like it, just please hit the like button and help me out and subscribe and share and comment and all of that kind of stuff. All right, so that's it for today. So see you next time. Bye.